All right, Shalom. I want to say call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS that rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening and watching these videos. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I had a scripture on my mind in 2nd Ezra chapter 6. And I was thinking about that, just bringing that out. There's one precept, but then I'm talking to the brother here in our camp, Yahshua Allah. He making statements of how this word is causing people to react in such a way that it's causing a disruption on the planet. You know how the scriptures say everything is turned upside down? Well, just speaking mere words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and ultimately the king's language, it's in the book of Nehemiah, right? We speak in the king's language. By speaking the king's language, especially the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is turning things right side up spiritually. It's addressing all the wickedness that's been promoted here on this planet, and it's pointing out who the wicked and your enemies are, and it's showing you the corruption and the manners of the people, and also showing you the morals that the people on the planet don't have, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of. So as I'm talking, we just talking, brainstorming through the spirit. I'm thinking about scriptures before I talk with them, and as we was talking, precepts start to come to mind. He brought a couple of precepts out too, and I was telling him, brother, what you're saying, this is what's actually taking place. Like the words are moving swiftly upon the planet, and as it calls the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, it's a boomerang effect, boomerang effect. So the prophets of old have been prophesying against many great kingdoms and countries, roughly paraphrasing, and they cause to uproot the wickedness of those times. And this is the same thing happening here in these times in this kingdom, man. You don't see the men out on the highways and byways beginning with the apostles and the elders and the bishops and the man on down out there for nothing, because this word is making things move on the planet. So right here, this is Psalms 147:15. It say, he sendeth forth his commandment upon the earth. You command someone to do something, you do it. Yo, go get up and do this right here. Right? I'm gonna go back to this. Now let me go back up. Let me get to Luke. Luke right here, 14 23. Remember, he said he sent forth his command on the world, right? In the book of Psalms. I'm gonna go back to that. Luke 14 and 23. This is the command or the commandment that was from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Is that, look, Luke 14 and 23. And the Lord said unto the servants, go out into the highways and the hedges and compel, meaning compel means to threaten. You see, we're not speaking on our words like, you better turn to the Bible, you MFer, or blah, blah, blah. No, we, again, reading the king's language to the point, once you hear these words, and if you have sense in your brain, once you hear this, you will start to fear and tremble. You would know, like, okay, this got to be the Lord talking. That's why he said, go out and compel them. Meaning to, actually, let me get this. Anakazo. G315 in the Greek. The word compel. See, to force, by force. Look at this. Threats. Because we speak in the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, right? To compel them. Now remember over in Psalms 147 and 15, let me get that again. I'm gonna jump back over here. It reads, Psalms 147 and 15, he sendeth forth his commandment upon the earth. Luke 14 and 33, his commandment was this. And the Lord said unto his servants, he commanded his servants, right? The Lord commanded his servants And the Lord said unto the servant, right, go out into the highways and the hedges and compel them to come in that my house may be filled. This is the reconstruction, if you will, or the breaches that's being patched up, so to speak, of the house of King David. Remember, the breaches fell, but now he's bringing back that house because he rests there spiritually, see? So the Lord said he command, back in Psalms 147:15, you sent out the commandment unto his servants, the prophets, to go out on the highways and byways and the hedges and the lanes to compel, to threaten his people with the words of Yahweh B'Shem Hashai, that his house may be filled. The house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, are the true biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of, right? So right here, back in Psalms 147:15, he sendeth forth his commandments unto the earth, meaning his servants, the prophets, because he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets, right? So he sendeth forth his commandment, Psalms 147:15, he sendeth forth his commandment upon the earth. His word runneth very swiftly. By his word is running very swiftly. It's changing the course of life. It's changing your trajectory on which way you need to go. It's causing things to be broken up. That's why you see the morale of the people is messed up. That's why you see the mindset and the state of the people that they're in are all, first of all, confused. That's in that Babylonian dust, the Babylon dust. The rulers that be got the people blind, meaning the God of this world has blinded the mind of the people. So the people are right here running around blind, I know anything. Now the words of Yahweh B'Shem Hashai running swiftly, and it's causing a disruption in the planet. It's causing a shift. And that's what's happening before you actually see why you're seeing people driving fast. And I think the brother Kadar in our camp said something. There was a culture going around of people showing how rude they are. It was something he said like that the other day when we was doing a lesson. I was like, damn. So you go on Instagram, whatever, or any social media platform, you see the minds of the people, just look at them. Well, this all happened through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Hashai. These words are running swiftly through the planet, and it's causing things to change because things need to be changed. Now, I have some other scriptures written down. Hopefully I can probably go to them and bring them out to continue to edify. But as I'm listening and breaking down these precepts, it's like, damn, the words of the Lord is moving swift, man. It's moving upon the planet. So right here, and this is one of my favorite too, right here, real quick, in the book of 2nd Ezra 6:23. No. 2nd Ezra 6 and the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra 6:16. And why? It says, and why? Because the speech of these things trembleth and is moved. So the speech they'll be speaking is from the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Hashai, and it's calling people to tremble, especially the top elite banking families. They know that the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord are out there, man. But it's Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the ones that are coming up against this, right? And why? Verse 16, because the speech, the words that we speak in prophecy, right, of these things trembleth, making people afraid, and then those that hear the message of Yahweh B'Shem Hashai through his men will take heed to this, and they be afraid and tremble. Remember in Revelations, it says, roughly paraphrasing, they stood upon their feet and they was afraid. So now this word is going out. It's running swiftly through the planet. And it was a commandment to bring out, to tell his servants to go out to the highways, hedges, and the lanes, to bring out and to compel them. And now people are trembling. They hear this word because, first of all, they don't want this place to be destroyed and go down, because they hold on to something in this place that they have near and dear to them. Well, if you're spiritual, you understand that there's no reasons left to be here in this place. So if you hear the words of the Lord go out, you start to take notice of like, damn, okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, you know what? I do need to put some on weed. I need to stop getting tattoos. You know what? I need to stop doing X, Y, Z. Because the words of the Lord, it trembles, right? And it's moved. It's causing things to be moved in the planet Earth. You see? All the wickedness is being uprooted right here real quick. I hope this don't go out on me. It said cause things to move, right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes 3. I'm going to get to the point. Okay, I'm going to get to verse 2. Ecclesiastes 3 and 2. A time to be born and a time to die. And that's a time to be born because the Lord told Nicodemus to be reborn. So you're being reborn through the spirit and power of Yahweh by the renewing of your mind, by the washing of this word, man, okay? That's on the spiritual level, you know, to kill that old man. But those that don't come into this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, they're going to be deleted on this side. So now we live in the time to be reborn again, basically. So there's a time to be born, but then you have women having children and all that as well on the planet. The spirit had me looking at this through the spiritual lens of what I just got to read, and I didn't even think about it till now. So there's a time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which was planted. Remember, in 2nd Ezra it says, the speech trembleth and moved. Well, the words of Yahweh B'Shem Shah is what? We're planting that in the planet Earth, and it's uprooting or it's plucking up the wicked foundation that has been laid on the earth through the wicked rulership of Edom, Esau, and these heathen nations. So this word is causing a major disruption in the planet Earth, man. It's causing things to move and it's causing things to change. Now back over here, that's why you get emotional. People come up against the truth, and you got on dresses, and everybody could be saved because this is a double-edged sword, the word, right? So back over here in 2nd Ezra 6:16, and why? Because the speech of these things trembleth and is moved, for it knoweth that the end of these things must be changed. The current rulership and the things that's happening under the current rulership to the Lord's people, this has to be uprooted, plucked up, and changed because of the horrific pain and anguish and the constantly beating down of the Israelites from the top elite banking firms, Edom, Esau. This has to be uprooted and changed because this thing is buried in nothing but wickedness in this kingdom. You see? So the words of the Lord is causing things to take place, and this current rulership needs to be changed, man. A righteous rulership needs to be established on the planet Earth, and it starts with Yahweh Shai, with what it says in Isaiah. The brothers went over last night. He come with the government on his shoulders, the counselor. You see what I'm saying? New rulership has to come on the planet. So this word is causing things to be rearranged and uprooting it because things in this current state has and need and must be destroyed, man. The Israelites is crying a sign for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. That has a contrite spirit of those that's turned and heard the word and was trembled and moved to do something about it, to go out on the highways and byways and teach this word unto the elect of his people, man. Roughly the elect is going to start with the 144,000 men. You have the great multitude of some men, women, and children, the 1/3. Okay? So here, let me see something. This word has got this devil trembling too. That's why he hasn't came on the carnal level yet to try to come and disrupt this message, because we're not coming at him, the Lord's not coming at him carnally right now. It's spiritual. I don't want to jump the gun. Let me see something. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon. Right? So this devil, they stood upon their feet and they was afraid. That's for real, man. So right here, Wisdom of Solomon 12:9, not thou wasn't unable to bring the ungodly under the hand of the righteous in battle, or to destroy them at once with cruel beasts or with one rough word. I'm gonna read that again. Wisdom of Solomon 12:9. Not that thou wasn't unable to bring the ungodly under the hand of the righteous in battle. So basically, it's nothing for Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai to raise up his army. Say, for instance, he raised up his army on a carnal level to go against Edom, Esau. Esau will come with all kind of tanks and everything, man, drones and everything he got, right? So the Lord said, not that thou wasn't unable to bring the ungodly unto the hand of the righteous. Who was the righteous? The Israelites. because we was given laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And that still rests upon us to this day. Now, the laws alone won't get you delivered. It's about having that gift of faith and believing and trusting in that resurrection of Yahweh Shai, man. So this is a spiritual battle, because the Bible said, wait ye upon the Lord till he rise up to the prey. So we just speaking words, and it's causing a disruption in the planet Earth, man, to make the people act crazy mentally, so to speak, you know? So not that thou was unable to bring the ungodly unto the hand of the righteous in battle, or to destroy them at once. So he can do that. He can snap his fingers and turn on the elect to go and destroy this man at once, right? With cruel beasts, he could also snap his finger, so to speak, and rise up the cruelest beasts that he made on the planet to come up and to destroy this devil and bring down their rulership. But he didn't do that. He's doing it, it says, in battle, or to destroy them at once with cruel beasts, or with one rough word. It is straight, pure power to utter the words of Yahweh Bahashim Habashai. And it's causing things to, man, it causes things to move. So he's not bringing this man down carnally. He's tearing this place down spiritually. And remember when Apostles came on YouTube, what, 2007 and what, 2008, the market crash and shit. And if you think about it, from that time, that it hasn't recovered. It may have felt like it has, but if you think about it spiritually, that hasn't recovered. And then to go back then and look at the system, I mean, look at the ways of the world now. Look at the system, how it is now. Look at how people is complaining about it not making enough money to pay their rent. Things are progressively getting worse. So he's destroying this place with one rough word, and the people don't like it. That's why the people bucking up against this. That's why you have scoffers, because it's basically showing the true intent of their mindset against this word that's coming out, because it's rough and it's cutting to the bones and marrows, man. See? Because the speech of these things trembleth and causes things to be moved, because the things on this earth must be changed. There's too much wickedness to go say, okay, well, look, y'all the Israelites, here's y'all rulership. No, this shit got to be burned, because it's way past being defiled. You see? The mindset of the people are gone, especially his people. Oh, shit. There we go. You know, I'm gonna check it. I get another one. Upper Rogers, which is Isaiah 55. Let's see, so I'm out here walking. You can hear the cars. Isaiah 55, 11. So shall my word that goeth forth out of my mouth, it should not return unto me void. So see, look, right? See, that's why things are happening on the planet. Things are changing, because the Lord sent this word out. It's running swiftly from a command that he gave his servants, right? And now you're seeing what's happening. That's a reflection of his word is not going out void, but it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get utterly worse. You see, he's sending forth this, man. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish, meaning there's an action behind his words. If you're accomplishing something, you put forth the action. He's putting forth the action. He gave a command to his servants to go out on the highways and byways. Right? And his words running swiftly. You hear the word at their mouth. You hear Yahweh Bashim Abshai at the words of the prophets, because he's using them to utter his speech. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish, take action, that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. He sent the message to the Babylon, to the modern day Babylonians. He's sending his message out to the world. So he's sending this thing out, his word out, and it's causing things to be moved, things to be shaken up and breaking up. See? What's this? 2 Thessalonians. I think that's how, let me see. I don't know how much time I have. I hope this is making sense. 2 Thessalonians 2. Is it 2 in there? And then, yeah, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. It's being revealed now. Know who the wicked is, right? Now the wicked has a face. You can get that in the scriptures too. So now it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. Are we not coming in a spiritual mindset of speaking the words of Yahweh Bashim Shah? So he's consuming this devil and the elite banking families and the people around the world, the top rulers, you know what I mean? Top pharaohs and whatnot, this pharaoh here in America. So he's consuming them with the spirit of his mouth by the men he sent out on the highways and byways to bring forth this message, to bring forth this type of doctrine that's going to come bring in because the things in these times must be changed. You see? And coming with the brightness of his coming. And when he come with those chariots, then it's going to be all, that's it, man. The spaceships, it's going to be good. All bets are off, man. The lasers are going to start coming out of them things to finish what he's been set out to do. You see? So it's not that he wasn't unable to bring forth an army or a wild beast or, you know, a military of his own. He's bringing this place down. He's bringing this place down with one rough word, man. Nothing that comes out of the Lord's mouth is coming back void. It's coming back to accomplish it where he sent it. And that's why you see things happening. And this will be more evident as well as we keep living to see how the words of Yahweh Bahashim Havashah is really causing things to be shaken up. So it's just a quick lesson, man, for those you want to see, like you see the men of the Lord out there in the highways and byways. Well, that's why, man. It's a commandment that the Lord sent it to these men for them to go out to the highways and byways and hedges to reveal and bring this message, right, unto them, this report. And by this happening, it's causing things to be moved, man. It's causing people to react. Everyone to react. And it's going to ultimately cause it to react to the point it's going to bring in thermonuclear destruction. All hell breaking loose. Uproars of the people. You seeing it now? It's because of the word that has been running swiftly on the planet and now causing things to be moved. So Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. Until the next time, I shall say Shalom.